I just want to say a few things about William because he's very special to me. First, I want to talk quickly about the fact that he is a phenomenal leader. He went for the position of class president his freshman year, and I'll be completely honest, 10 out of 10 people do absolutely nothing as class president, but not William. Freshman year, he stepped up and he raised like $7 or $8 grand, and that was more than what the current juniors have. And so he's always been that person that I can rely on to get things done. And more importantly than that, he is a phenomenal student. And he's naturally bright, but he just does everything right in terms of studying and getting his work done. It's been an honor to walk by your side and watch you be an incredible student. And last, I just want to say that he's an incredible family man. He's been like family to me. His family has welcomed me in as well. And he's got that older brother thing that he just steps in where he's needed, and I know he's very loved by his family. So it is my absolute pleasure to introduce William Hutchinson to you tonight.
Hello everyone. I just want to thank you for coming out tonight. This really does mean a lot to me, so thank you. Here's just a list of some of the extracurricular activities I'm a part of. I want to talk a little bit about this little write-up right here. This was written up after we played Orville. We destroyed them, and I hit my first home run, and so it was just really neat to go home and look in the paper and see yourself in it. That meant a lot to me. And this is a picture of the National Honor Society, which I'm treasurer of. I've been a member of the National Honor Society since junior year, and it's been a really great club to just notice like who is really out there pushing themselves, so you don't go unnoticed. This is a picture of the outdoor club. I've only been to one outdoor club event, which was rock climbing, and I had a blast. I feel like I feel like sometimes I can't make it out to them because of scheduling conflicts, but it's been one of my favorite clubs, and I've had a blast being a part of it. But my two favorite extracurricular activities I would like to speak about are baseball and mini mentors. This picture over here is in front of the Hutchinson Drive. This was just a random street sign, but you know, it's got a little bit of my last name in it, so I took a picture in front of it. And this was also after I hit my first ever my first home run in high school. That was a very special moment to me, and I don't think I've ever had a feeling in a sport quite as great as that one. This is a picture of Mini Mentors, where that's my buddy Jackson over there. We go over every other week and just hang out with 4th and 5th graders, or most recently we were out on the field out here and we played Capture the Beanbag, I believe it was. And it's just interesting to see how the younger generation governs themselves amongst each other, and just how they get along. So yes, this was one of my favorite clubs. This is a list of some of the extra leadership roles I have. I'm just going to touch on two today. My class presidency, I've been class president freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior year. And a funny story about when I first started out as class president, no one else wanted to roll. No one would go up there, and we were kind of just sitting in the gymnasium waiting for someone to go up there. And a lot of people would just kept telling me to do it, so I went up there and I did it. And I've done it ever since, and it's been great. And we're fortunate enough to have raised enough money to take our entire class to Seattle, and we're gonna have a blast there. This is the Superintendent Advisory Council. I've been a part of this since my junior year, and what we do here is just figure out what we can do to improve the school, quality of the students' daily lives, or anything that we can just improve. And then a highlight I've had in this club would be changing the school lunch policy. It used to be that only seniors were allowed to leave during lunch, no exceptions, which I was pretty frustrated with since I've been able to drive since sophomore year. So I had to wait 2 full years to actually get to experience the off-campus lunch. And who doesn't want to go home to spend lunch with their mom every day?
Is that part of your?
So what I did for that policy was I expanded it from not just seniors but to juniors as well. And to do that, I had to call the school's risk management team, like basically the insurance. I had to talk to them. I sent out multiple surveys. I presented in front of the school board, talked to Ms. Kronbauer, our principal, and it was a big effort, but I got it done, and I'm really proud of myself and Ms. Myers for holding me accountable. Just some of the volunteer work I've done throughout the community. This is Haunted Manson. This is probably some of the most fun I've ever had volunteering in the community, because me and my buddy Vince got to sit in this cage and play dead until the people came by in the haunted house, and then we got to run at them and scare them. So that was a lot of fun. And this is a picture from volunteer firefighting, who Lou got me into. I've had a lot of fun through this. I've been able to go on a couple calls, and as well as got my CPR certification. And I've also just been able to meet a lot of cool people in the community who I enjoy spending time with. Oh, too far. Here's some more. There's a lot, so I'm just going to talk about the picture. This was the Trick or Treat food drive we did through the Interact Club. I had a blast doing this. We were able to get tons of food donated for the Chelan food drive. We just went around in our costumes and got donations, and I enjoyed it. This was a project that I took upon myself. No one told me I had to do this. I just did it because I noticed it. I noticed that when we were playing baseball, it was really hard to see the ball until it was basically right in front of you. Because when the ball comes in from the mound, it blends in with the gravel, the road, and the fence behind it. Especially when we don't play with the top of the line game balls every time during practice, the balls are also a bit more of a darker gray color, so it just blended in, and it would made it very difficult to see it. So I added the backstop here and here, because it was originally just here. And to do that, I had to measure everything, drill all the holes, paint it, get all the resources donated by the Lake Chelan Building Supply, which I'm very grateful for them, and I appreciate everything they do for the baseball program. So yeah, that was my field improvement project. Some of my academics, I'm going to graduate with 55 college credits, and I just want to take a moment to talk about some of them specifically. CW Math 101. In this class, we learned a lot about investing in the stock market as well as planning for retirement. I think this was one of the most beneficial classes I've had throughout high school. It taught me a lot about just getting ready to be an adult and retiring. This picture is actually from the stock market competition we did in Math 101, which I took first place in because I had the most gain over the time we participated in it. And then I would like to talk about ethics, which was also taught by Ms. Sorensen. This was a brain picking class and very argumentative class, and what I liked about it the most was we had to pick one side or the other, and you couldn't just be a neutral on it. So that really caused some tension, I will say. And then public speaking with Mr. Fournier has been another class that I've greatly enjoyed. It's really pushed my boundaries. I used to not be the most confident speaker, and would often just try and like piggyback on someone else. So that class taught me to have confidence and go up there and just do it. Some of the preparation I've done for what I want to do in the future, I'm currently taking a real estate course online through the Rockwell Institute in Mrs. Coates' directed study class. This is great because I plan to minor in real estate, so having my license will just put me that much further than others. And then I was also fortunate enough to tour the Washington State University Construction Management building. I was able to meet with their professor and just get a good feel for what it would be like at Wazoo. And I took that into a lot of consideration. This is my senior networking interview with Angel Grajeda. He's a local contractor around here, and it was just nice to talk to him, have him answer any of my questions. He gave me his business card, so if there's anything I need, I can just call him, and he's a great resource to have, and I'm so thankful for him. And then there's a lot of people that I want to take a moment to give my thanks to, but I'm just gonna pick a couple few here. So thank you, Coach Thompson, for being my coach for 5 seasons. I've been playing baseball since 8th grade with Thompson, and he's taught me a lot, and has also been a pretty outstanding mentor. As well as Miss Sorensen, she's multiple club advisors. She's my advisor. She's my math teacher, my English teacher. There's a very long list of what she does, and when I'm being taught by her, it is really, she makes it very easy to understand. Like, something that she does just clicks with me, and I can't say how thankful I am to have her as one of my teachers. And then Miss Myers, she's our superintendent. I've done a lot of work with her on the Student Advisory Council, and she just really guided me, held me accountable, and I also just enjoy talking to her more as like a friend. She really loves baseball, so we connect over that, and it's just a great time whenever I see her, and she always makes me feel good. So thank you, Miss Myers. And then I want to talk about some of my friends and family. For those who don't know, I grew up in Bellevue, and I lived there for 10 years until I came to the Valley. And I just want to highlight some of my friends. This is Brody, Chase, and Hawken. This is us at a UW football game. Had a ton of fun there. This was my PE class last trimester. I got to spend that with Van, Bear, Jackson, Vince, and Caesar. And I just had a lot of fun in this class. We worked hard, but then once the work was over, we got to just hang out, and I really enjoyed that. This is my best friend Maddox right here. To put it shortly, he's the GOAT. I can't. It's really hard to explain just like how good of friends Maddox and I are. Yeah, I really appreciate you. Thank you for always being there. My day one for real. And then this is a picture of my family. I'm the oldest of four, and my siblings mean a lot to me. They give me a hard time a lot, but I do enjoy being around them. They make me laugh. They also make me cry, but they're my rocks, and I love them so much. My dad is a huge role model of mine. I've learned a lot from him, and we've also learned a lot from each other. If it's in the car, just driving into Chelan, he'll get like 2 or 3 calls on his phone about work, and just being able to listen to those conversations has also helped me figure out more about what I want to do in the future. So I really appreciate him. He's just kind of done it all. He never really seems tired, so he just keeps going. So thank you. And then my mom, she's more of the soft side of the family, I would say. I get to spend pretty much every school lunch with her. I just go home and we just talk. I love my mom a lot. And then I have my dog Lily. You know when you see Lily because she's got a giant scar right here. But she's so pretty. This is some more of my extended family. My grandparents from Boise have never watched me play baseball until this year, and I'm just so grateful that they were able to experience one of my home games. I'm sure if they lived closer, they would have came to every single one. So I just want to say thank you to them for driving the 7-8 hour drive that it is. So I'm very appreciative of them. And then in the future, the fall, I'll be at the University of Washington pursuing a degree in construction management and minoring in real estate. I also plan to participate in Greek life, which is I thought it was pretty interesting that no one else around here wants to be in Greek life, so it's kind of an outlier, but I'm really excited for the future, and I can't wait to turn over to the next chapter. Thank you everyone for coming tonight. I hope you have a great rest of your night.